Hello YouTube, Freddy Cardona here. Welcome back to another video. More specifically, a Pride in Paterson video. We're on the dead-end street of Wayne Avenue. So if you're familiar, if you lived in this area, if you lived on this particular segment of Wayne Ave, let us know in the comments below. And if you still live here, let us know. Always let us know. We love hearing stories and comments of folks' experiences. We have a little dead end here, small apartment complex. Let me just go around here. If you lived in this apartment complex, did you think your apartment complex would be featured on YouTube? Probably not. But that's why you have to follow me and subscribe. Because you never know what you're going to get. You always have to follow Fred's channel, because you never know what you're going to get. That is the worst Forrest Gump impression I've ever heard. If you've been a Fred subscriber or an ATF, All Things Fred agent and member, you'll know that I've done horrible Forrest Gump impressions in the past. So make sure you're subscribed so that you will hear some more horrible impressions. So as I was coming up this way, I noticed that this poor car got vandalized. Let me show that to you real quick. Right there, look at that. All the glass is broken on that car. That poor guy there. Hoping they catch the perpetrators. Bring them to justice, because that definitely looked like an act, a deliberate act. As we're here on, oh, you know what? Let me just come across here. I'll go little by little. Excellent. All right. Back on to Wayne Avenue, folks. It's a cloudy day, it's a dreary day, but nothing will stop our mission to feature every single Paterson street. I said this in one of my previous videos. We're almost done with all of the main major streets. We did all of the numbered avenues, all of the numbered east streets. We did some, we've done about half. I have like half of the side streets remaining here in Hillcrest, and I have the northern streets still to do, north 5th through north 11th. And then I have some more, I'm going to do some more side streets down in Sandy Hill after that. And really the only thing left to do from there is like a lot of your streets that only have one block or two blocks. And we'll do those periodically throughout the year. As we cross iconic Union Avenue. I have not said the word iconic in a while, I think. We've got the Fresh World supermarket here on the left. Now there's going to be a lot of traffic here coming up pretty soon. Once we get to the McBride Ave extension, hopefully it won't be too bad. Now we're on the corner of Union and Total, another iconic corner here in Paterson, New Jersey. We used to have a pharmacy here in the corner. On the right, it's now a supermarket called El Nuevo Bodegón. The new general market. That's what it says. That's the translation from French. As we're here on a red light. There is no turn on red, so people here have to wait. A lot of people I've noticed when I'm driving, they don't really pay attention to that no turn on red. I've seen drivers do it. They probably can't see the word no and just see turn on red. Go ahead, brother. That's a Chevy Traverse. Gotta let him go. That's a big vehicle. We got the Carlos Tello Complete Family Medical Associates there. That used to be Borelli Real Estate. Who remembers that? Borelli Real Estate. Wanted to once again thank you guys. Thank my subscribers. There's still a lot of Paterson content coming up on the channel. There's also a lot of other content coming up, so make sure you're subscribed. We're trying to get to 3,000 subscribers here. I see a gentleman there to the right with that yellow vest, doing something with the little flowers that are there, little purple flowers. Or is that a female? I can't tell. So there's a lot of things contributing to the traffic-y situation. We have school is in session. We have the morning rush hour for folks who are trying to go to work. We have the issue that Wayne Avenue is kind of a major thoroughfare from one part of Paterson to the next. And by that I mean the bridge across the Passaic River. So this is a very heavily trafficked street. And we've got the New Jersey Transit bus stop there. The 712 to Hackensack runs through here. A lot of you folks do know that I do call out the street signs. Going to try to get out of the way here, so that these one thing you never want to do is block the box. You never want to block the box, meaning you don't want to block the intersection. As you can see up ahead there is a lot of traffic. But we have to show you Wayne Avenue, so we must stick it out. I do this so you don't have to. As we have Figueroa Auto Customs there on the right. This looks like it was a fire department, and the building says that this was built in 1876. Well, the building doesn't say it. There's a inscription on top of the bay door there with the year 1876. But it looks like that was a fire station at one point. We got Des Barber Studio there on the left. That's 66 Wayne Avenue. Let me turn the heater off. I feel like I'm roasting. So the person in the yellow vest was cleaning up, doing some cleanup on the street here. And this is the vicinity where Hinchliffe Stadium is. The historic Paterson Great Falls is also in this area. A lot of history. We're approaching the cross street of Walnut Street, and then from there it'll be Maple Street. Well, hopefully, as I'm stuck in this traffic, you're seeing your house either on the left or the right. You get a nice long look at it. You've got the Great Falls Deli and Grocery there on the right-hand side. And I think Gutierrez Grocery also right across the street. That must be tough, right? The competition. We're moving little by little. You're stuck with me in this traffic. And over there on the corner, you see that red building there with that white door right there? I always thought that's interesting. Now I don't know if that's an establishment or an apartment or a resident. It might be an apartment upstairs. I don't see any signs, but I'm thinking that is a little apartment building there, and that all of those are residential apartments. but I'm not sure. I will defer to my subscribers and the viewers. If you're familiar, let me know. I'm inclined to say that those are all apartments. And maybe at one time was some type of establishment or a store. So there are a lot of students, a lot of student movement in this area right now, which explains the traffic. And I wonder if a good old-fashioned traffic cop wouldn't be ideal there on the corner of Maple and Wayne Ave, kind of directing the traffic, because it kind of seems that the people on Wayne Avenue are waiting a really long time to cross some of these intersections. And I believe a lot of that has to do with the cars that are also merging in from these side streets are being let in, obviously, by us. We're letting them in. Some of them just throw themselves in there and people have no choice. But I think if there's a traffic cop down at the corner there, I think it'll be a little bit more fair for everyone. Like he'll let 10, maybe 5 cars go past from one street, then let another 5 in from the side street, so forth and so on, just so that one section of people don't have to wait a really, really long time. Because these people here on the right, like this side street over here, that car there, if we don't let him in, he's going to be waiting there forever, and that's not fair to them either, because we have the right of way, so we don't have to let them in. We do, at least I do, I try to let people in. And see, even here, maybe one in, one goes in, like one at a time. Like we try to do that ourselves. Like I'm going to let this dark car go in, and then I'm going to go, and then hopefully the guy behind me or the girl behind me lets the gray car go in after that. But we'll see. That's the Mexican Products Gutierrez Grocery. Oh, I can do with some taquitos. Okay, we're gonna let this black car in. And then the situation arises where the car behind them tries to push themselves in as well. And it just happens where it just creates a log jam. Or a car jam. We are not logs, so we can't create a log jam, obviously. So there on the other side, you got the 712 dropping off students. And those students are crossing Wayne Avenue, and that creates another blockage. And then you also have the cars from Maple Street coming up and trying to cross into Wayne Avenue. It's just really difficult to navigate. So I would imagine people who live in this area have to leave really early, so that they can account for being stuck in traffic a little more. And I think that's what we're doing by and large here on Wayne Avenue. One car will go, and then the next person on Wayne Ave will let the other car go. The person behind him will let that car go, and just one after the other, mix and match. Otherwise, you'll be stuck here forever. Who remembers the Carvel that used to be on this block? Was it Carvel or Dairy Queen? I think it was Carvel. As you can see, all the cars coming in from Maple Street there. Show you. Show you the side over here so you can see some of the houses and that construction where I believe the Carvel or Dairy Queen was. I wish I could remember which of the two. Hope you're relaxing here next to me or in the back seat as we get stuck in this extreme trafficy situation. Let me bring the camera back this way. There we go. And you see the SUV also just kind of zoomed in there. And that, sadly, I mean, you can't blame them. I mean, if they don't do something like that, they're going to be stuck there until tomorrow. And you don't want that. You want to get going. Construction to start on Wayne Avenue between McBride and Spruce. I think that's an old sign, because I think it is not only scheduled to start, I think it has already started. Let me give you some organic sounds. Got the birds singing. You'll probably hear a couple of expletives from motorists. See, people do laugh here in Paterson. There's laughter to be heard. It's not all doom and gloom. All right, we went past one of the crucial blocks as we get started on the bridge here over the Passaic River. I'll try to give you some vantage point to the left. I don't want to do it yet because we still have houses here on the right that I want viewers to see, especially if you've lived here. Yeah, not only do you have School 5, but you also have John F. Kennedy High School, Mrs. Cardona's alma mater. Go Knights. Let me show you this last piece here. I'm going to let this blue SUV go. And as we cross the bridge, that's actually going to be the end of Wayne Avenue. He's got a cute, cool little bobblehead type. See that? It's nodding in the car. That's actually pretty cool. Let me fix the camera back. I don't want to go out too wide. And now this is going to become a 2-lane road. So people on the right, you're going to see cars on the right zoom, and there's one. And what they do is they're going to go all the way to the beginning of the line, and then they're going to make a left-hand turn to get in front of those of us that have been waiting forever. And that's society for you folks. It's usually dog eat dog. As we get on the bridge, over the Passaic River and over the Paterson Great Falls. And I am so sorry this video is taking longer than expected, but I wanted you to see the entire Wayne Avenue. I didn't want to cut pieces if I could help it. There's a working van there. We're going to let him in. See, people who are trying to get to work, you got to let them in. People are waiting for them. So let's say you have an emergency at your home. This is a masonry, chimney, roofing, siding, gutters. So let's say you need repairs and you have someone scheduled to come to your house. You want them to get to your house on time, right? There you go. Get in there, brother. There we go. Let him know he doesn't have to sneak in. He was already doing the let me start sneaking in and cut him off. And I just wanted him to know he doesn't have to do that. I was gonna let him in. See, you make someone's day, man. It's a very, very it's a very slight act of kindness. It's all it is. It doesn't cost a thing. And see, that gray car is just going to cut off the van because they don't care. They just take it. They're going to take what's theirs. And this right here is the end of Wayne Avenue. All right, guys. Thank you for putting up with this long, trafficy video. I apologize that it is the way it was. And I do thank you if you've joined me today and you stayed with me this long. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next Pride in Paterson video.